Solution of quadratic equation by factorization. Consider the quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. If we replace x by 1 on the left hand side of this equation, we get 2 into x the whole square minus 3 into 1 plus 1 equals to 0, equals to RHS of the equation. We say that 1 is a root of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. This also means that 1 is a 0 of the quadratic polynomial 2x square minus 3x. This concept of zeros and solutions we have learned in the earlier chapters of polynomial and linear equation into variables. If we are substituting any value of x or y in a equation of like such kind, and if we equate this equation to be 0, then will be that value of x will be root of the that equation. Also, we can say that that value is 0 of the equation. Now, in general, a real number alpha is called a root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a is not equals to 0. If a, where alpha square plus b alpha plus c equals to 0, we also say that x equals to alpha is a solution of the quadratic equation, or that alpha satisfies the quadratic equation. That is, if we are having alpha to be the alpha to be this to be the root of the quadratic equation, that means if we substitute alpha in place of x, we will get the solution of the equation, or we will equate the equation to be 0. And if this is possible, then we can say that alpha satisfies the quadratic equation. Note that the zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c and the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 are the same. That's like that's nothing if that's nothing that if you know that x is equals to alpha, if we are replacing x with alpha or alpha with x, the equation remains the same. Now, you have observed in chapter 2 that a quadratic polynomial can have at most two zeros. We have learned about quadratic polynomials that the number of zeros is denoted by the degree of the polynomial. So that if suppose the degree of the polynomial is x cube, then the number of the zeros will be 3. Similarly, if the degree of the polynomial is 2, then the number of zeros will be 2. So any quadratic equation can have at most two zeros or two roots. You have learned in class 9 how to factorize quadratic polynomials by splitting their middle term. A method was called splitting middle term method in that we have done in class 9. Now we shall use this knowledge for finding the roots of a quadratic polynomial. Now let's come up to the examples. Example 3, find the roots of the equation 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0 by factorization. Now simply we are going to use the splitting the middle term method. Now here the middle term is minus 5x. Now the basic method to find the middle term, to split the middle term, was the the considering the coefficient of x square variable and the constant term, multiplying them, that then we will get 6. Now considering the factors of 6, then we have the factors of 6 is 1 into 6 is 6 and 2 into 3 is 6. Now adding the factors or subtracting the factors, if we get 5, then we need to use that. So 2 plus 3 will be 5. So we are going to use these two factors of 6 to split the middle term. Now, since we need to adjust the signs, so 2x square, we are having in the middle minus 5x. Now, adding 2 and 3, we get 5. But to add 2 and 3, we can have signs of 2 and 3 to be plus or minus. But since the in the middle term we have negative sign, so we need to take minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 equals to 0. Here you will take 2x common out and you will have x minus 1. Similarly, in this you will take out common 3, so you will have minus 3 common out and x minus 1 equals to 0. So the formed equation will be 2x into x minus 1 minus 3 into x minus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, 2x minus 3, therefore 2x minus 3 into x minus 1 equals to 0. Let's come up in the textbook. Here, whatever we have derived is 2x minus 3 into x minus 1 equals to 0. So the value of x will be x equals to 3 by 2 and x equals to 1. So the values of x for which 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equals 0 are the same for which 2x minus 3 into x minus 1 equals to 0. Either 2x minus 3 equals to 0 or x minus 3 x minus 1 equals to 0. So 2x minus 3 equals to 0 gives x equals to 3 by 2 and x minus 1 equals to 0 gives x equals to 1. So x equals to 3 by 2 and x equals to 1 are the solutions of the quadratic equation. In other words, 1 and 3 are the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square plus minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. There is simple method to verify that these are the roots of the given equations. Note that we have found the roots of 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0 by factorizing 2x minus 5x plus 3 into two linear factors and equating each factor to 0. Now, let's move further to example 4. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 6x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0. Now, as we did earlier in the example 3, 6 into 2 equals to 12. Finding the factor of 12 such that their addition subtraction is equals to minus 1. Since we have minus 2 in the constant place, we confirm that we need to subtract those factors. Now factors of 12 are 1 into 12, 2 6 are 12, 3 4s are 12 and 4 3s are 12. And when we examine those factors, we conclude that 3 and 4, subtracting 3 and 4, we get minus 1. Minus 4 plus 3 equals to minus 1. So here, thus just we have done here over here 6x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 2. Therefore, taking common 3x from this term, we get 3x. 2 into x remains here and 1 remains over here. We have 2x plus 1, and in this term if we take common minus 2, then we will have 2x plus 1. So the term will be 3x minus 2 into 2x plus 1. So the roots of 6x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0 are the values of x for which 3x minus 2 into 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, 3 minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0 or 2x plus 1 equals to 0. If we take 3x minus 2 equals to 0, then we will get x equals to 2 by 3. If we take 2x plus 1 equals to 0, then we will get x equals to minus 1 by 2. Therefore, the roots of 6x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0 are 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2. We will verify the roots by just substituting the values of both the roots individually in place of x, and if the equation is equated to 0, then we can verify that the given that the value which we obtain for x are satisfied. Now find the roots of the quadratic equation 3x square minus 2 into root 6 plus 2. So for this we need to have the factors as if we are given that 3x square minus 2 into root 6x plus 2. Now 3 into 2 we will have 6. 3 into 2 will have 6. Now since we have minus root 6 minus 2 into root 6 in the factor, we know that root 6 into root 6 equals to 6. Now if we add root 6 with root 6, we will have 2 root 6. As addition of root 6 is possible, so we will have the term 3x square minus root 6x, since in the middle term we have minus 2 root 6. So we will take both the terms to be minus, then we will get minus root 6x plus 2 equals to 0. Now this is nothing but plus minus 2 root 6x. Now taking common out root 3x from this term and minus root 2 from this term, we will get root 3x into root 3x, because in 3x square that is nothing but root 3 into root 3 x square multiplication. So root 3x into bracket root 3x minus root 2 root 2, because whatever root 6 is there, root 6 is can be written as root 3 into root 2. So if we take root 3 common out, then we will have root 2 in place of root 6. So root 3x into bracket root 3x minus root 2. If we take common out from root 3 into root 2, root minus root 2, then root 3x minus root 2 will remain in this. Therefore we will have root 3x minus root 2 into bracket into root 3x minus root 2. So the roots of the equation are the values of x for which root 3x minus root 2 into root 3x minus root 2 equals to 0. If we equate both the terms to 0, we will have x equals to root 2 by root 3. Since the solution roots of the equation are same, so the root is repeated twice, one for each repeated factor, root 3x minus root 2. Therefore the roots of the equation are root 2 by 3 and root 2 by 3. Now let's come to the last solved example before exercise 4.2. Find the dimensions of the prayer hall discussed in section 4.1. In section 4.1 we have discussed about a prayer hall where we were given an, a rectangular carpet area with certain length and breadth, where the relation of the length with respect to breadth was 2x plus 1, and we were asked to find the quadratic equation. Similarly, considering those things, we will have in this section we have let's just go and have a look over there. This was the section 4.1, where length was 2x plus 1 and breadth was x, and the area of the carpet was 300 meter square, and the quadratic equation we obtained was 2x square plus x minus 300 equals to 0. Let's remember it and come to the our sixth sum over here. So the equation that where in there we have derived was 2x square plus 3 plus x minus 3. Now we need to find the dimensions, that is length and breadth. So the we found that if the breadth of the hall is x meter, then x satisfies the equation 2x square plus x minus 300. Applying the factorization method, we can apply that 300 into 2 equals to 600, and the factor of 600, which will give us plus 1, are 24 into 25. So splitting the middle term plus x as 24x minus 24x plus 25x. So here we have splitted the middle term, and in place of x we have written minus 24x plus 25x minus 300, taking common 2x from 2x square minus 24x, we get 2x into x remains over here. So x minus 12 2s are 24, 2 have 2 we have taken 2x we have taken common out, so 12 remains over here. Similarly, taking 25 common out from 25x minus 300, then 25 if taken common out, then x remains over here, and 25 in 12 is 300, so 12 remains there. So we will get two factors, x minus 12, 2x plus 25 equals to 0. Now equating both the terms to 0, we get x equals to 12 and x equals to minus 25 by 2. But as we know, our length or breadth, that cannot be negative, so we need to eliminate this. So we will consider breadth to be 12 meters. In relation with that, we will have length to be 2x, that is 12 to the 24 plus 1 equals to 25 meters. So here we are done with the theory section of exercise 4.2.